Hello, it's me, the Buzzard. Long time no see. What have you been up to? Hmm, really? I'm not sure if I believe that. That's not why they threw you in jail. The jury didn't believe that. Why would I believe that? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to make this video, but then your mom called me. You know how hard it is for me to say no to your mother. She says you've been hanging out with some bad people and that maybe you're using drugs. That's not a good idea. Why'd she say that? I hope it's not true. So she was saying, I want you to talk to him. And I said, okay, what do you want me to talk to him about? It's not like I can just give him advice on life or anything. And she said, no, I want you to talk to him about nouns. And I said, nouns? Come on. Anybody could talk to him about nouns. And she said, no, not just nouns. Talk to him about Latin nouns, please, for all of our sake. So I said, well, I'm your man. If you're talking about Latin nouns, that's me, all the way. So let's talk about Latin nouns. Now, of course, I don't recommend to anyone that they sit down and say, well, I'm going to learn everything about nouns in Latin in one sitting. Certainly not in just one video. But I'll give you the basics. Nouns in Latin come in 5 different declensions. And these are nominative, genitive, accusative, ablative, dative, locative, and vocative. Now, a lot of people don't consider locative and vocative to be real cases because they are used in a very limited number of situations. So if you're going to say, I am in Rome, then that would take the locative case, and that's Romae, which also happens to be the genitive. So we don't consider that to be like a real old case. It is older. It's from Proto-Indo-European. And I'm sorry if I didn't script this out. So Proto-Indo-European had 9 cases. And by the time we get to Latin, we're down to 7. But really, the cases that are used, it's just 5. Nominative, genitive, accusative, dative, and ablative. Each one of these does a different thing grammar-wise. So, nominative is the subject of the sentence. I ate the cake. I am the subject, so I would be in the nominative case. So what does it do? It changes the end of the noun to match the part of speech that it is representing. All right? So then next, accusative. I ate the cake. Let's stay with that example. The cake is the direct object of the sentence, so it would be in the accusative case. Okay, next is genitive. All right? A man of means. The of means part of the sentence would be in the genitive case. It is the of da 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 da. That's the genitive case. So we've done nominative, genitive, and accusative. Next is dative. Dative is the indirect object of the sentence. I was given a cake by Thomas. Thomas would be in the dative case. Or you could say, I gave a cake to David. David would be in the dative case. Shows who received the benefit or the unbenefit, for lack of a better word. Who gained, who lost. That's represented in the dative case. And then ablative. Ablative is a big one in Latin. It's also the first of the cases to be dropped when they quit really speaking Latin and started speaking Proto-Italian, Proto-Spanish. And the ablative does a number of things, but I'd say the main function is instrumentative. Like, I went to work by bicycle. By bicycle would be one word in Latin, and it would be represented in the ablative case. So that's nominative, accusative, ablative, dative, genitive. That's the 5 main ones. And we already talked about vocative and locative. So you should be pretty straight about nouns in Latin now. I'm sorry if I sound so harsh in saying that. Nobody needs a aggressive explanation of nouns in Latin. But your mom did ask me, and you know how difficult it is to say no to your mom. So just look over those declension tables again and see if you can't figure it out on your own next time. Okay? I don't want to hear from your mom unless, let's just say, the less I hear from your mom, the better. Ciao.